Hello, my name is Yolanda Garcia, and today my lesson is on vocabulary. This is for first grade, and it should last about 20 minutes. The teacher objective is to use pictures and context clues to confirm meaning of unfamiliar words. Review before the lesson, the teacher will review synonyms with the students. This teacher will ask the students, what is a synonym? And the students may answer a word that has the same or almost the same meaning as another word. The teacher will ask, what is a synonym for the word bad? And the students could say terrible. What is a synonym for the word pretty? And the students could say beautiful. What is a synonym for the word big? And the students could say huge. What do we use to find or look up synonyms? And the students would respond, thesaurus. The purpose or importance of the lesson is to enable students to use pictures and context clues to define unfamiliar words. Last week we learned what a synonym is and how to find synonyms for words in a book and how to use a thesaurus. Today we will learn how to use pictures and context clues to define unfamiliar words. Tomorrow we will learn about antonyms and how to find antonyms in a book. The learner will use pictures and context clues to confirm meaning of unfamiliar words. As our motivation, the teacher will introduce 5 vocabulary words. The teacher will introduce the words stew, fog, toppled, frolicked, and feast. The teacher can write the words on the board as I have here, going over the words with the students. The teacher would say stew and have the students repeat the word stew. Then this teacher would ask the students to raise their hand and tell the class what they think the word stew means. The teacher will do this for all 5 of the words. After they have discussed the words, the teacher will then inform the students that they are going to read the story Monster Mischief by Pamela Jane, and she will tell the students to listen for the words and how they are used in the story. Monster Mischief. Showing the students the cover page, the teacher would ask the students what they think the book is going to be about. On Halloween for trick or treat, 2 monsters mixed a stew to eat. They mixed it in a garbage can and laughed about their clever plan for making monster stew. The first threw in a spotted frog he'd caught down in a marshy bog. The second tossed a spider in, a spider hairy as his chin, for tasty monster stew. Do you hear that frightful roar? Another monster's at the door. The third one brought on Halloween a lizard flashing scales of green for yummy monster stew. Listen to that awful roar, another monster's at the door. The fourth one added to the mess, it's something spooky, can you guess? A bat for monster stew. Shh, what is that squeaky roar? Another monster's at the door. The fifth was Mo, the little one. He only tagged along for fun to feast on monster stew. That little Mo, he got a scare when he stood tiptoe on his chair. He toppled over with a shout. And all the monster stew spilled out. At this point, you could ask the students, how did the monster stew spill? Spider, lizard, frog, and bat all hurried off, skittle scat. They scooted from the monster's shack, and not a single one came back. And show them all running away. You could ask the students, what are they running from? On Halloween for trick or treat, 5 monsters had no stew to eat. Poor Mo, he stamped his foot and howled. He felt so bad, his stomach growled, for juicy monster stew. Uh-oh, what is that dreadful roar? Another monster's at the door. The sixth one shouted, "Trick or treat! I've brought you something good to eat. Not creepy things for monster stew, but something different, something new." And here you can ask the students what they think that the monster brought for them to eat. She spilled a bag out at her feet, out tumbled every kind of sweet. She cried out, "Have a jelly bean to celebrate, it's Halloween." Six monsters frolicked all night long. They skipped and sang a spooky song. That monster Mo, he sang and danced and ate so much he split his pants. On Halloween for trick or treat, 5 monsters mixed a stew to eat, of which they never ate a bite, because their stew ran off that night. A few I know are glad of that: spider, lizard, frog, and bat. And here you can ask the students, why do they think the frog and bat and lizard were glad that they didn't get eaten that night? For the procedures, the learner will be able to define unfamiliar words by using context clues and pictures with 85% accuracy. The teacher will pass out word maps for the students. We'll pass out these word maps. The learner will write the vocabulary words in the center of the box. So over here I have the word written, stew. The teacher will put up a PowerPoint on the smartboard to discuss each of the vocabulary words. So here we have a PowerPoint that we will be using for Monster Mischief. And the teacher will show the first word, stew. The teacher will show a picture then of some stew, and then show how it was used in the story. On Halloween, for trick or treat, 2 monsters mixed a stew to eat. She would ask the students what they think the word stew means now. After hearing a couple of ideas, the teacher will then show the definition: a soup made with a mixture of meat and vegetables. The students will then write down this definition on their word map. Then the teacher will show the students how to use the word in a sentence. We will put carrots and fish in the stew. Then we will move on to the next word, bog, showing a picture of a bog and showing how it was used in the story. The first threw in a spotted frog he caught down in a marshy bog. And then the definition, a wet spongy ground, and then use it in a sentence. And this will be used for all 5 words. Once they have completed this part of the word map, they will then be put together for another activity in groups. The teacher will put the students into groups, and the students will use their thesaurus and look for a synonym for each of the words. As the students are looking for synonyms for the words and writing them down on their word maps, the teacher will walk around the room and observe and help as needed. So on the word map, they have the word stew. They would then write down their synonym. Once the students have had a few minutes to find the synonyms, then the teacher will have the students share their synonyms with the rest of the class. At the end of this activity, the teacher will review the words and definitions with the class. For homework, the teacher will write the learner will write a meaningful sentence for each vocabulary word on the map and draw a picture for the word on the map. At the bottom of the worksheet, it gives a place to draw a picture and to use it meaningfully in a sentence. So the students will complete that part for homework. Early finishers can do a matching worksheet that the teacher will provide. It's just a worksheet with the words and the definitions, and they'll just put the correct answer in the blank. For special needs, students with reading disabilities will work in small groups with their teacher or paraprofessional on filling out the word map. English language learners will work in a small group with a teacher or paraprofessional on filling out the word map. For remediation, the students will be placed in small groups with a teacher to work on the word maps using the book to help define the vocabulary words. For enrichment, the students will pick another unfamiliar word from the book and complete the word map for a new word. Thank you.